Thanks, Michael. You're good, man.
Hey, good afternoon to everyone, and what a great group of friends. And it just strikes me as we're standing here together with LCV and Climate Power, we're each telling our own state's story, and each of our state's story is somewhat different, but there's a common problem and there is a common solution, and that's what the Build Back Better plan brings us in terms of climate action now. The Virginia story, I could tell you a lot, but I'll just tell you one thing: sea level rise. 1.7 million Virginians live in Hampton Roads. Hampton Roads is the second most vulnerable community to sea level rise other than New Orleans in the eastern half of the United States. And sea level rise isn't a tomorrow issue in Hampton Roads. There are neighborhoods in Hampton Roads that used to be the hottest residential real estate markets, beautiful historic homes in downtown Portsmouth. The market isn't hot anymore because normal tidal action floods the streets and basements of these homes so frequently that the real estate market has turned upside down. It's the center of naval power, not only for the United States but the world, but the main road into our principal Navy base in the United States is now flooded very commonly, with estimates that those days where it's underwater and inaccessible could get to 60, 70, 80 a year in the not too distant future. We have a beautiful community in the Chesapeake Bay, Tangier Island, oystermen who have been doing this work for generations. They speak with an Elizabethan English accent because this island, such a beautiful place, has been so isolated. It could easily be wiped out this century by erosion driven by sea level rise. Jamestown settlement, where the first English came in to the United States in 1607, that could be gone by the end of the century if we don't do something about sea level rise. So again, this is not a tomorrow issue, it's a today issue with impact on our quality of life and impact on our military readiness in the center of naval power. Virginia's also happy to be part of the solution. We're going to have one of the largest offshore wind developments in the U.S. off Virginia Beach that will power 670,000 homes. And I want to thank the Biden administration for prioritizing permitting for offshore wind installations near Virginia and elsewhere. This is a great new thing, but Congress now has to do our part. And our part is passing this far-reaching climate provisions of Build Back Better so we can accelerate this powerful economic engine, enable states like Virginia to rocket ahead in offshore wind and the other innovations that my colleague states are known for, and do it in a way that will both employ the next generations of Americans and have America play the leadership role we need to play in battling climate change. So excited to be with my colleagues. And now I want to introduce, I call him a neighbor even though we don't adjoin, but we do share the Delmarva Peninsula, my great friend from Delaware, Tom Carper.